Everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Trapped in the Mists, our Curse of Strahd here on the RPG Storytelling Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live channels. Uh, hey everyone, how's it going?
Good. Ready to play.
Yikes. Yeah, we are. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
I'm nervous.
We probably should be, if all things considered. I don't
No.
have much new, but what's out there? Absolutely. Nerve, nerve, worth being nervous about. Geez, if I could speak. Um, but yes, thank you to everyone who's joining us live. We stream just about every Tuesday. Sometimes I forget to say this. We stream just about every Tuesday around 8-ish p.m. Eastern, 5-ish p.m. Pacific, or whatever that turns out to be your local time zone. This is our bog standard stream time. But if you're watching us on the VODs, then you don't know what time we stream. And it's that's what it is. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on just about every Tuesday. Ah, boy, oh boy. Thank you for joining us on the lives or joining us on the VODs, whichever one happens to fit your fancy, that works. If you're looking to jump one way or the other and you're trying to find where the playlists are or where the live streams are, rpgstorytelling.com will get you exactly where you need to go. That has the link to all the socials, behind the scenes on the Patreon, get you into the Discord for Myths of Gaia. Um, and it'll get you the access to all the other games that are here on the Myths of Gaia RPG storytelling channels. But I've been informed that there are no announcements this week beyond go check out our website. Um, because boy, did I pulled something on the party last week. So without further ado, let's slip back into the land of Barovia and let the mists take us away to the land with no sun and whose skies are always overcast by the thick clouds of the mists. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as has each before it. The people here are born, they live, and they die, and some even find themselves unlucky enough to live under the rule of the Count. During the to a boy, I've lost my place. Some are even unlucky enough to find that they live through another turning of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures that inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber and capture souls from beyond their borders to torture the denizens here. And this is where our story continues. Gawain? Question mark. What happened last week?
So, last week we picked up with us getting back to Vallaki. We spent, Yana and Ivor spent some time perfecting the alchemical concoction to hit Strahd with, to strip him of the more or less I guess empowering, or yeah,
Like
they
the
empowered his
fortification.
fortification. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Uh, Done by Morgantha, found in the Morgantha's Marvelous Morsels and Maledictions book. Um, they completed that. Gawain finished his Druid Initiate feat. We made the adamantine armor for the three of us. Um, we fought my armor, shoved it into the bag of holding. Um, let's see. You made did some more crafting. Uh, Gawain and Ned had a less than revealing game of chess where he was attempting to get to know more about Ned's family, and Ned kind of full countered him. Uh, we Gawain then attempted to go have dinner with Esmeralda, but found out that she was in fact not there. She was out of town slaying monsters somewhere. Um, we then made our way on the road to. We left for the. Yeah. We left for the third Fane, the Mountain Fane, and on the way in the Vardo, we were approached by the Black Carriage of Strahd, and then that motherfucker decided to go greater invisible and drop half the party in a round and a half, and almost drop the rest of us. before we were able to heal everyone and teleport out with a natural 20 sleight of hand check from Riss, so that he did not see the teleportation beads. And we teleported away to the Amber Temple, where we pick up now, attempting a short rest.
Tempting a short rest. Absolutely. Amber Temple, you guys have been welcomed by Nephron and Luciana, who is thrilled to see you once again. Um, and Nephron sort of like raises his eyebrow but doesn't say anything. Um, and Luciana is just, oh hey, well, what are you guys doing back here? How hey, how it's been a while? No,
Correct.
no, not. Oh, okay. It's been a while. How is everybody? How are you doing? What is going on? How are you? How everything going?
We desperately need to. Are we inside DM? Like we're
Yeah.
fully in the Amber Temple? Okay. As this is happening, Gawain is going to make sure everyone is within range as they're talking, and he's immediately going to start casting Prayer of Healing.
Also, keep in mind, Stephen, I have non-detection up.
Mhm.
Yes.
Before, actually, it doesn't matter if I do it before or after. Okay.
But yeah, the idea is to use Prayer of Healing to get everyone a short rest in 10 minutes, as opposed to 1 hour, because 1 hour was probably not happening.
And
So
Stephen, just so you know what I'm doing, sorcerers do not recover spell slots, they create them when they use their sorcery points. So I'm going to use 7 of them to create a 5th level spell and 3 to create a 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
And then on a short rest between my sorcerer's recovery thing and Bloodwell thing, I can recover 10 sorcery points. So the 10 I spent get recovered.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
And since we just teleported here, and Caesar went down, I would like to pop a spell slot and get him back up to full.
Is that a thing?
yes, it is. It's in the, let's see, restoring or replacing the defender. This does potentially necessitate us pimp slapping Caesar back to 0 hit points. But if the defender has died within the last hour, you can take a magic action to touch it and expend a spell slot. The defender returns to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points restored.
Huh. That's so nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yay. I will mark that off.
Yeah. First level spell slot for 50 hit points. That's dope.
Hecking
It's my
great
baby
is
boy.
what it is.
I need to see how many. I'm at 9 health, so I need to see how many hit die I should roll to try and
Really
get
Quite
back
a
to.
few.
DM,
I
are we
know.
going to get this? Are we going to get the short rest?
In the 10 minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So everyone's going to get an extra 2d8 healing, and everyone should spend it as much hit dice as it takes to get back to full.
Oh, we get an extra 2d8. Okay, so let me do that first.
Yeah, here,
Before
I got it. I'll roll the 2d8 for everyone. Stay on the goddamn thing. That's 12 hit points of healing.
Okay. Cool. I need to play a law of averages to see how much.
Question, DM, I've always been a little confused on this one with spending hit dice. Do you have to determine how many hit dice you're spending at the very beginning, or can you just roll until you're full?
No, you can do one at a time if you want.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Just
really?
so
Okay.
just so
Yeah, I
everyone
don't mind.
remembers, whatever your hit dice, roll that, and then add your Constitution modifier for every single hit dice.
Yeah, it does it automatically on here.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to get it to do it right, so I just do it by hand. But let's see, I'll burn my bardic die.
And it didn't work either. Hold on, let's see.
See what happens to me. All right, bardic die. That's 7 minutes back. I will remember you have 3 D10s from your fighter levels, and the rest are D8s.
Yep, I got it pulled up.
Sweet.
back to full.
Oh, I also get a channel divinity back. Sweet. Is there any reason to do other spells?
I think I can just pretty much roll all of mine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll all of mine.
My comma.
Yeah, you're down enough. That's probably fair.
Mhm.
And if you need more healing, we will get you to full.
Oh, I can get myself or have remember the thing I'm gonna do. Yep, this gets me to full using all of them. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so wait. The paladins are D10s, that's right.
And during the during the short rest, before I switched back to my Dampier form, I went ahead and put Crimson Red on my claws.
Okay. Gotcha. And because that lasts the whole day?
Last until
Okay.
a long rest.
Until a
And
long rest. Perfect.
I do it every morning on the sword, so that's just an automatic.
Oh, that's right, because you need
Mm-hmm.
to have your claws out.
Yes.
Okay. I'm loving the visual of just your like some gangly fingernails just like on fire
Uh-huh.
as a human. Makes me very happy. Anyway, were we on the lands of Barovia? Is that what happened? Where was that?
Steven, I had a few other questions.
Yes.
So the mountain fang thing was inside that tree, correct?
Yes.
Where are the druids relative to that? Because I remember there were druids nearby.
Little down the hill.
It's like it's all part of the same hill. They're all on the same. They are there. The tree. It's not at the pinnacle where they were doing where Mother was holding like court effectively, but it's in the same clearing on the same hill
Could you see the entrance to it from where they are?
from where the druids are. Absolutely.
Cool. So if we were to scry on one of those druids, turn the camera to face inside that tree, we'd essentially be looking at it, which by the rules of teleport would automatically give us a 75% chance of teleporting successfully to there, correct?
Let me look because Yesterhill is one of the locations that has a has salient material on the rosary. So it would give you 100% chance. Let me just look and confirm. I have spells on the other window.
Okay, I
Where?
thought looking at it was 75, but if you're saying it can get 100% inside it, then by
Yes.
looking at it,
Um.
then
Oh, you're thinking. Oh, you want to teleport into the tree.
mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. From what you guys have experienced with the other shrines, there is almost a pocket dimension within a pocket dimension situation happening.
Got
You
it. Okay,
probably
so
wouldn't be able to
can we
teleport to
teleport
the.
into the
But,
threshold literally so we just step an inch in and that's it? Does that
um,
work?
Because
spell instantly
the
transports
party has
you.
been there before.
Correct.
It's where Vasilisa killed Lasaga.
Yep.
Right. But if we can scry and look into it via the method I said, it gives a better chance than a
Mhm.
place we've been to.
This has
Hence why I want
somewhere.
to teleport to the threshold of the entrance.
How
And if it is in fact 75% the way I think it is based on scrying, then I'm going to ask Stephen a follow-up question.
100% pinpoint accuracy to potentially landing off target or similar knowledge. It's very familiar, seen carefully. High accuracy. Right, but
Because I'm pretty sure I read when you can see it, it's 25 to 100 gives you the option to get there on the roll, which is 75%.
viewed once, yes, viewed once or described is 75% on target. Now, if you're looking at it right now, yes, so that would be. You also have a linked object on the rosary. But let me see.
Wait, we do?
Yeah. Yep. The Rosary has linked objects from every one of the major areas in Barovia to guarantee a successful teleport.
So wouldn't the threshold be something we can just do without scrying?
Yes, yes. You do not need scrying to get there. I'm just trying to determine how, like, if you teleport to Yesterhill, where do you arrive in Yesterhill? Or can you teleport to a specific square on a battle grid effectively?
See, look, very familiar. Is a place you have visited often, a place you have carefully visited, or a place you can see when you cast a spell. Hence, why I wanted to use scrying.
Oh, yes. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean you can use scrying. You already have the 100% on target rate,
Yeah, but the
even
question
without it,
is
but
like, if we're doing the 100% on target, doesn't that just get us to wherever you say,
familiarity.
as opposed to if we're looking at it,
That's
I can
very
by
if
the
you're
threshold.
look if you're looking at it, that might give you more of like a pinpoint. I want to teleport exactly here rather than to Yesterhill.
Because the threshold is too
Um,
general and might get us strotted. If we get into the
yes.
threshold and we're all prepared with that non-detection we have, he should technically shouldn't see it coming. And then we just immediately, literally, we can be have our foot up in the air, teleport, and just enter the threshold.
Okay, let's see. Teleport. Instant and up to within range to a destination you select if a target is an object. Must be known to you. Same plane of existence. Familiarity determines whether you're successful. Blah, blah, blah. Mishap. Similar area. Off target. On target. The nearest occupied space rule. What does that say? AI is telling me if you successfully land on target, but the specific 5 foot grid square you picked is already occupied. Yeah, so everything is telling me that you guys can teleport with pinpoint accuracy. That you
So we don't even
cannot
without the
see.
scrying or with the scrying.
With the scrying, you can teleport with pin.
Got it. Now with
Uh,
the scrying, it's technically using a very familiar area of 75%, but we already have a linked object that's
yes.
100%. So how are you going to rule it?
I'm gonna give you 100% for the linked object, and because of the scrying, you can go exactly where you want to be. Otherwise, it
Cool.
would be within 100 feet.
Cool. Then the question would be now to convince Nephron or Lichiana to cast Scrying for us and to target the leader of the Druids. Then once we do so, turn the camera ever so slightly so we can see the entrance and then use that to teleport.
Should
You
we
can see
send?
and hear a creature you choose on the same material plane, the same plane of existence. If one of them casts it for you, I don't know. I often like bend the rules, but I don't know if somebody else casts it, technically you aren't seeing it.
I can use Minor Illusion to give them a very good image of who I'm wanting them to go for.
I know how we do this.
We also
We
have a
have the.
scrying ball thing.
That's what I was just about to say. We have the globe of scrying, so we can all see it.
That one does show it to everyone, yes.
Okay. So combination of global scrying. And the last thing we need to do is, if we can, have someone cast sending to them and be like, hey, we're gonna scry on you. Just let it happen, please.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
I know Risk can do so. I dislike using people's spell slots when they're not here. So I would also ask Lichiana or Nephron, but then again, it'll be in their voice, not ours.
I think it's worth a third level slot
Mhm. Okay.
to guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Risk.
side note, where did it go? Uh, what the hell did I just have? I'm gonna hand out. They're there. To all 5 of us, everyone gets an antitoxin, which we're gonna take right before we go in.
I don't need that.
Oh, that's right. You don't need that. Riss doesn't need that. It's just the 3 of us, right?
Actually, don't we already have? Isn't this the morning that we got the poison resistance?
Now, that
Was
was
that the
yes.
previous morning?
That was the previous morning.
Mm,
I just
Yeah.
have one. I get 1d4 on all my melee attacks.
oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I will hand the 3 of those out to me, Yana, and Ivor.
Huh?
Antitoxin. Basically, if you get hit with poison in the next hour after you take it, you have advantage on the saving throw you make against it. You don't have resistance to the damage, but you will potentially take less damage by saving on that.
Hmm.
Antitoxin 2.
Who did we want to be the third target of aid? Did we decide if it would be Yana or Ivor?
I
I
think
feel
it
like
should be
mine's more, so it makes more sense for them.
yeah. No. Yeah, Ivor does have a good HP.
Okay, I'm going to use the fifth spell slot that I created to cast aid at fifth level on myself, Riss, and Yana. So our max HP temporarily jumps up by 20 for the next 8 hours. It's also healed by
Nice.
that much, so you automatically have that as part of your bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So once Riss gets here, I'll let them know as well. So you can use the override max HP thingy. I think, right? That's how you do it.
I'll put
Yeah.
20 on
Oh no, or is it
Riss's max
HP
HP modifier. Yeah. So that is 10 up to 106 for their max.
and I'm at 118.
168.
Very nice, very nice.
And the only thing
Nice.
I have extra they don't have a way to actually signify it. That I have an extra second level spell slot, but I in fact do. It's just I'll have to remember that.
I'll write it down.
Oh shoot, so you can make more than you originally would have Oh, that's interesting because like you said you make it rather
Mhm.
than
How is it that I'm
recovering
using
it.
that wording and both you and Dalton didn't understand that?
I didn't realize.
I feel like I'm very specific about my wording and no one understands me.
No, you were very specific. I just didn't realize that that was going to be the outcome.
I
Um,
often use it to like replace them. That's because it just ends up being like whatever.
I've never
But
thought
this is
of
the
using
first
it to
time
get
that it's
yeah.
the first time I'm short resting of almost all my spell slots. So I'm like, okay.
um, what mounts did we take with us? I forget.
Not mine.
No, I know.
Not mine.
Trying to
Bellatrix and
find
Ares.
No, not
Yeah.
Aries.
No,
Oh
we
wait, we
took
did get
Ares.
Aries. We
It
did
was
get Aries.
Bellatrix and
Yeah.
Ares.
Yep. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep.
I was like, I love Matar, but leave him.
Wait, hold on. We have teleport gets 8 creatures, including the caster, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so that's one, two,
Hey, how do the
three,
mounts
four.
recover HP when they short rest? Do they have hit
They have
die?
hit dice. Yeah, if you look at the stat block, it'll give you the average HP and then it'll give you the dice calculation. That's how many hit dice they have.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So shit. Um,
Okay, well, he got 39 health and doesn't even have that much, but sure.
Bellatrix is still doing well. She didn't get
There it
hit at all.
is. Okay.
okay, cool. I was about to say, yeah, if we can get her to full, but if she's already there, then dope.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't get hit at all.
Awesome.
All right, so we're under non-detection.
Um,
Has it? Oh, you know what? I didn't cast my free see invisibility, so I'm gonna cast that as well. Non-detection is 8 hours. See invisibility is 1 hour.
Are
um,
you redoing non-detection or are you going with the one from earlier this morning?
The one from earlier, which again I
That's what I
cast
thought.
during battle, and it's gonna last 8 hours from there, so we're still good on that one.
Oh, during battle. That's
Yeah,
right.
so
it
Okay,
was like
technically
it was
still
like
have 8
15
hours.
minutes ago. Yeah.
Right, and then I'm casting the free version of See Invisibility now. That one lasts an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I DM when we get there, like as we're teleporting, I would like to hold an action if that's okay. I just basically as soon as we bamf in, I'd like to summon Orion because we can't take him with teleport by taking the other mounts, but I get a free casting of this once a day, which is an
Right.
action.
So how did we get everyone out, but is it because Caesar's now back up?
Yeah, we counted Caesar. It's so there's the 5 of us, Caesar, then we've got
No, I meant
Ares.
how did we lose oh, did you just not take Orion the first time?
Yeah, we did. I left him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We left him because I can resummon him easier than resummoning the other mounts.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
I'm
yes, you can.
waiting. Yeah, and I'm waiting until we actually teleport, and then I'm gonna pop back up.
Okay.
Idea.
Um, yeah, absolutely.
Double check.
Once Risk gets here, we will get them. I know that they have like arcane recovery and all of that can happen on a short rest.
Yeah, we can backtrack and retroactively do their stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to do that now because it's more complicated than I want to run
Except for
through.
using up their third level spell slot.
Yes.
Okay, so with see invisibility, do I see anything that's fucked up? And you know exactly what I mean. I don't let me that's
Yes. There's some interesting tidbits here in the Amber Temple, but nothing nothing of Strahd's nature.
Okay.
He's not present at the very least.
Okay, I'm gonna huddle up with my team. If you ever watch Naruto, anytime Shikamaru came up with a plan in the middle of a fight, he had his own theme music. I would like it to be playing while I lay out this plan for everybody.
Yes.
We don't, Gawain's a bard. He actually could play it if he'd like.
I will 100% start playing that.
Okay.
I forget what the music sounds like.
Before I do so, do you think this the non-section is enough, or do you think we really need the rope trick to formulate a plan?
If we need to, I'll pop it.
Could always check with Lichiana or Nephron, see if they have just some kind of thing that will prevent any sound from getting out.
Oh, you mean like a quiet room or a silence room?
Something like that.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
Well, I'm really glad that you understood what you were asking for at the very least.
I'm very smart. I just don't remember everything. Speaking of which, do you know, did I ever happen to tell you my name? I can't remember it right now.
You go by Lichiana.
Really?
Look, you embroidered it on your sleeve.
Huh. Something about it feels off, but I mean, maybe let me go think about this. See if I get now that I see it on my sleeve. Let me see if it jogs the memory and brings back anything.
Yeah, why would you embroider it if it was off? That makes no sense. It's clearly your name.
Something I would feel like I'd know it if I heard it, right? Either way, I'll go. Does anybody want any coffee? I'm gonna go make myself some coffee.
Yes, get us 5 coffees. Take your time. Okay.
Nephron just sort of nods and mouths "thank you" before he heads off with Lichiana.
Okay. I don't trust it. Ivor, can you rope trick us, please?
On it.
DM, I just realized another one more buff spell I wanted to cast right before we go. I would love to 30 seconds before we teleport out, take off the helm, cast daylight on it by crushing one of the gems, and put it back on.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was all kosher. Daylight. No darkness shenanigans for you today, sir. Hey, I budgeted one of these gems for every Thane because they're that fucking important. don't have infinite of these. I only have 6 of these bitches left. It's like I used 5 in the defense of the lackey. When I sent all the ravens out to
Oh
help
yeah,
I
right.
used like half on that.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Daylight. Okay. Sweet. I think that was my last. That was the only buff spell I had left.
Okay, let me know when you're finished with your preparations.
Double checking. Double checking. Seeing if there's any other bullshit I need to do. Yeah, that's unnecessary. Just because the. Well, actually. Yeah, no, I'll just use the daylight check. That's fine. And then we did our antitoxins.
Oh, by the way, all those things you just said that Gawain is doing, all genius things that a dumb character wouldn't do. So I remember I said I would point it out.
Sure did.
This much preparation isn't something a character who is stupid does. Therefore, Gawain isn't dumb, despite you saying he is. Intelligence scores don't tell the whole story, and therefore he's not a himbo.
I still argue that
from this man.
I still argue that high wisdom, coupled with paranoia and past experiences of getting fucked up, because like that is not necessarily intelligence.
Yeah, but wisdom is a form of intelligence. Like it's not the literal word intelligence.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
It's not the literal word intelligence, but it
Right.
is a form of intelligence.
The only thing I will contribute to this conversation is if I want to have somebody make a memory check, rules is written, at least for 2014, says it's flat intelligence. So remembering a exhaustive list. Now, if you're going to be anal about writing everything down, that's one thing. But like remembering things, high end, it's easier with high end.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
Right.
Intelligence is what you know or remember. Wisdom is how you apply it.
Yeah.
So is everybody done with their preparations before Ned lays out the plan and then we execute it?
Yep, claws are good to go.
Did you have anything, Ivor? Any buff spells that you had?
I looked at my list again. I do not have aid, so that's scratched off. My baby boy is back up, and I'm ready to pop Echo as soon as we get there.
Cool, you did the road trick, so yeah.
Question. You do. I remember you having what's it called? Warding bond. If we wanted to try to use that, if you wanted to, basically you have to have. I think we already said we got the brains for this, but basically you touch a creature and create a connection between you while you're within 60 feet. That target gets a +1 to AC and saving throws, and it has resistance to all damage. But when each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. So basically, you're just sharing the damage with someone.
Oh yeah, I used that once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
So you could theoretically do this on Ned or Riss and protect them a little more, since you're chunkier with hit points.
Yeah, I think I used it on risks last time. No, did I?
I think it was Ned.
Yep.
I think so too.
Yeah, but it does last for 1 hour. So.
All right, I'll do that when we get there.
Or might as well do it ahead of time.
All right.
Yeah, like, cause it lasts for an hour. That way
Please,
you can
people,
pop
just
Echo.
take your decisions, do it now. I want to move on with the game. The planning isn't a game. Playing the game is the game.
I'm marking it off now.
Cool. So as we get into the road trick, since we're now aware we need to look for it, are there any dumb insects or anything else that's like around inside with us?
Give me a perception check.
I would like everybody
I
to do
assume
this.
you are not going to. Are you going to use the Spirit Guardians thing that you guys have talked about?
That depends on whether Gain wants to do it, but we can also just perception check to see if we even have to. But I'm not. I don't have that spell, so I can't make that choice.
That would, we could have Risk do it, but that would be another third level spell. If we don't feel comfortable with Risk doing it, I could do it, but I just want to have those third level spell slots for
Right.
battle.
That's why I was
So,
saying if all four of us do perception checks, like hopefully I would assume at least one of us is going to roll high enough to see it.
fair.
Do we get advantage because we know we're like very specifically looking for any interlopers? It doesn't have to be insects. It could just be like anything out of the blue. Plus, I've seen visibility just in case it's invisible bullshit.
I'll give see invisibility. I'll give you advantage.
Cool.
For everything else, the DC is just lower.
And I'm going to guide myself through this because I have a +0 to this thing.
Guide myself as well.
And Gawain, you also have a D12 you can add to something today.
That's right.
Nat 20, bitch.
Nice.
Never mind.
And just for funsies, it's a 22 with the guidance.
Very, very nice.
Guiding myself. Dirty 20.
Very nice.
I assume the nat 20 just did it, so I didn't.
Yeah.
If I need to roll, I will, but I just figured that was probably good.
You don't have
Mhm.
to. If you haven't rolled already, that's not a worry. Between the 4 of you, or the 5 of you, I should say, with Riss, excuse me, with between the teleport and immediate shift to a secure location seems to have taken care of any funny business here. No extra tag-alongs.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. So be like, okay, so now that between the non-detection, the see invisibility, and the rope trick, our paranoia is successfully only at 50%.
Hold on. Wait, did we miss something from that? I feel like there was more on that list.
We sometimes do detect magic as well.
Yeah, I can pop that too if you want. I have the spell slot for it.
No, you would probably just ritual cast it before you do the rope trick. Don't waste a spell slot.
Oh, okay. So
Yes. I say theoretically, you could have cast it while I was casting. You could have ritual cast while I was casting Prayer of Healing.
oh yeah,
Something-
because yours takes 10 minutes too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Any bullshit on his detect magic?
No craziness.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. All right. With that, then the paranoia is only 48% now.
Only.
I'm being generous. All right. So I have a plan. It's going to require a few spells, including one from you, Riss, and the Scrying Orb.
Okay.
Riss, I need you to use Sending, specifically target the leader of the Druids. Let her know that we are going to scry on her, and to 1, allow it to happen, and 2, be in a place where, from her vantage point, we can see the entrance to the what is the giant tree thing? What do we call that?
Boy, it would have been. I can get you an exact name, but we can just say that we know what the tree is because it has a name.
Right, where we can see specifically the very entrance of that tree. 2, using the orb of scrying, we're going to scry on them, and then specifically turn the scry view towards the very entrance of it. And then 3, we'll use the teleportation beads using the scry so we can teleport directly to the entrance, and everyone be ready to take an exact step forward so you can enter. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Anyone have
Yeah.
anything to add to that?
Oh.
Except for the fact that we also have to be prepared because once we enter, we're gonna we don't exactly know what we're going into.
Yana, are you going to shift ahead of time?
I'll shift as soon as I need to.
Okay. Neat. Okay.
What is the point of this again?
I don't know. You're the one who created it. See,
know,
he's creating like weapons to kill us, and now he doesn't remember why he did it.
I thought. Okay, let's respond. Okay. Oh shoot. I had forgotten about this.
I don't like that.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have more than the initial. Okay, cool. I, believe it or not, had forgotten to refresh my memory on Fane number 3. I spent my time prepping other things that could have come up, but you guys have effectively dealt with all of that with some clever rules questions. Well done, Ned.
That's why we keep him around.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, because honestly, like I talk way too much for you to keep me around otherwise.
You guys, I know you laid out the plan. It has many things, including Riss sending to somebody over at the Druids to do a specific thing that I remember you outlining. Was there anything else you needed from Riss, or does everybody else know their roles?
Everybody else's role is to take a step forward, except for Gawain, who's casting something. Actually, everybody's doing something except for me once we get there. I'm just taking a step forward.
I'm just taking a step forward. I'm just ready to do what I need to do.
Now I'm taking a step forward and popping echo. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as soon as we land, pop Orion underneath me and have him run forward.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking the potion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everyone has a thing they're doing. Just in the interest of not feeling like I hit you with a gotcha, we're gonna roll initiative as soon as you guys teleport in.
When we see this, when we cast this, the scrying, by any chance do we see Strahd anywhere?
Let's go. Okay, let's do this.
Technically, we're not
we'll
scrying on him. We're scrying on
Correct.
someone else and using that scry to see look around.
Correct. So let's do. You reach out to. I don't have the head druid.
Foot druid.
All of the stuff off the top of my head. However, you guys absolutely know one. I'm sure you know more than just the deaf one. So you'll probably send to somebody who is capable of responding. The response comes back. He is here. We are not engaging, but he is waiting for you. But yes. And you go ahead, you use the scrying orb, and it goes through as normal. The vision sort of like clears as you get a view of this individual surrounded by several others. They're at they start off at the mother tree, and then you guys sort of shift with them as they walk out to go to a grove off to the side that just so happens to have a view of the Fae shrine, the Fane shrine, where you see that little tree down the hill. They sort of walk probably 60 feet away from the main area here at the top of the hill. It's a ways off. They're not very close, but you do get a clear line of sight. Everyone give me a perception
anywhere
check.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Hearing or smell?
Sight for scrying.
Okay.
Do I get a bonus for seeing visibility again?
I don't think so.
Okay, well I tried. Ooh, that's
17.
actually not bad because I'm gonna guide myself and turn that into
Yes.
a dirty
That-
20.
6.
That's not what I was asking. All right,
Got the nat
6,
20, 24.
dirty 20, nat 20, 24. Ivor?
17.
17. Let me roll.
Can't beat a nat 20. He has
He could beat a
special
nat
eyes.
20 if he specialize. He is not immediately visible in this scry spell.
That's a gamble. But I would, if he was invisible, at least I technically would be able to see him, I guess. Maybe? I don't know.
That's interesting. How would that work?
It's like I'm watching him through a camera.
I would give it to you because I like the idea that all of this information is transmitted. It's like white text on a white Microsoft Word page. If you can read the raw text, you can still see it. You just can't. You just don't happen to see it because the colors are the same. With see invisibility, I like that would filter the information coming from the scry. I'll give it to you. You do not see him.
Got it. Oh, we're gonna take a chance and hope we don't die. Everybody ready to teleport?
Ready as I'll never be.
Ned will literally put one foot up like he's about to take a step so he can just cross that threshold.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Just I want to make sure that this is kosher. But when we me holding my action, will that basically have to be my first turn in initiative, or is that it'll go off as soon as we land?
Oh wait, shit, we are doing initiative.
That will go off as soon as you land because it is a held action. So held actions. I know that technically in 2024 there's no such thing as a surprise round. I tend to go for it's a held action / it happens, and then we start at that point in initiative. I don't like the disadvantage on it. It sort of betrays that. I don't know that I love that. Although 5e never had a surprise round proper like that. So technically, the way that, because I remember that being a thing for 2024, but held actions will go off and then we will roll initiative.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'll drink my potion now, and as soon as I land, I'll pop echo. So can that be my held action?
I'll give you a held.
A held echo? A held echo?
Well, I'm gonna say no because it's a bonus.
Okay, fair.
So no.
Plus
held
you can-
transformation.
No, not a held transformation.
Why don't you just do it ahead of time? Because it
Because I
lasts
don't
for
know
an
if
hour,
I need
doesn't
it
it?
yet. I don't want to waste it if I don't need it. Because it's only good for 10 minutes.
Oh, it only lasts 10 minutes. It doesn't do an hour.
Yeah, because
right.
I switched things around, and that was something that got cut to accommodate other things.
Respect.
Okay.
All right, everyone is set.
So wait, rolling initiative before we teleport?
No. As soon as you guys teleport, anyone who's holding an action will occur, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
And oh wait, one more question. To be
Yes.
clear, you said that once we enter this threshold thing, that Strahd cannot follow in there.
Correct. You would have the idea that once you cross the threshold, rather than just going into the tree, this is the Fane accepting you and allowing you into this reconsecration sort of mini game sort of space.
Secret
They would
sanctum.
not allow. Yeah, exactly. They would
Does
not
that
allow Strahd to do that.
Does that apply if Strahd is physically in there and then when we enter, we're in the pocket space that he's not in?
Um.
Like, let's say he's just chilling in there.
If he's
Chilling
chilling
way.
in the tree, yes, because you're technically crossing a dimensional threshold rather than going just into a physical space.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself right before we pop in, just in case we have to
Okay.
like first action. Oh no, because you have to choose what it's for with 2024. That's right. Never mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't. It's not just to anything. It's you have to choose what check you're giving them guidance on. Yeah,
Using the
you can-
chosen skill. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's not just like a catch-all anymore.
Oh, that's such an interesting. I suspect they're thinking you cannot use it after a check is called for, and but I still like that way much better. That's fine. I like my way better.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we just
Yeah,
don't.
perspective.
We don't. Yeah, we don't know that we're going straight into initiative, so it doesn't make sense to cast it.
Exactly.
That's fair. Yeah, there's definitely no reason to cast it and target initiative.
Exactly. Yeah. If it was just still the old guidance, it's probably worth casting anyways. But you know.
Yeah.
So I need to get really lucky because my initiative is just a +3, I believe. So that's not great.
All right. So, teleportation. Riss pulls out the beads. Shall we?
We shall.
All right. Shamalam nam nam nam.
We
And
get advantage on initiative because we're literally all prepared to take a step forward.
no, not on that. But Gawain
Damn
looked
it.
like he had a brainwave.
Sorry, yeah, I totally blanked. I would have ignited the sun sword and put it to its max distance on sunlight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. That was the last one. Just realized that.
Try
Yeah,
to get us
so
all
as you-
advantage, guys.
as you Risk casts teleport, and boom, you guys all sort of in the bag, and then just sort of like leaves their hands in there and just sort of boom, so that they can like not have it displayed when they teleport in, just in case Strahd can see. You guys hit the ground immediately in front of the Gulthias tree. That's the word I was looking for.
Duh.
And it's my brain decides to get information when it decides to. It's like my mind is a steel trap. Nothing gets in. So as you teleport in and immediately roll initiative.
But their actions took place, right? Their held ones?
Oh, yes. Anyone who's held action. I know Orion appears. No transformation because that's a bonus action. No echo because that's a bonus action. Ned, were you holding an action?
No, but I am guiding myself through this initiative for a dirty 20.
If you have guidance, I'll let you use it on this initiative. That's fine.
And I did. For a dirty 20.
That helps me out a little bit. 17.
Okay. Okay.
26.
Yeah, Yana, pull someone in with you.
Yes.
Can I get those one more time? Ned, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Ivor.
17.
I also got a dirty 20.
Also got a dirty 20. Bitches.
Kind of team attack can y'all cook up, I wonder?
Team attack is getting our asses inside this place.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
Team attack is going to be yoinking the sorcerer onto Orion and sprinting in.
All right, Yana got a 26. Gawain got a 20. Ned, you said you got a 20?
Yes.
Yep. Of the
And,
dirty variety.
Of the dirty
17
variety.
for Ivor.
17 for Ivor. Strahd also got a 20.
Boo.
So
Oh,
he
no.
will be going before Ivor.
Okay.
As you guys hit the ground,
Made
Yana.
that up.
Yeah. I rolled a 7 and he has a plus 13. Yana, everyone give me a perception check as you guys hit the ground, because I'm sure that you're like all aware. Yana, you may do so with advantage.
Also, DM,
Yes.
does he pop on one of Caesar's lanterns? Do any of them start glowing?
Yes, the fiend.
Okay.
18.
18.
I got a 10, so I see it, whatever it is.
Perception.
You see all. You know all.
Uh,
I got a 19.
Right.
Casually.
that is an 18 for Ghislaine. Actually, hold on. I might add that D12 to it. Do we think that's important enough to roll the D12?
I mean, wait, what did Yana get?
18.
I think between the 18 and 19. I don't know. That's probably some.
Ooh,
I
I
don't
do
know.
have proficiency.
God
That's
damn it,
what
I'm an
I'd like to
idiot.
see.
I hate when I forget things. I should have given Bardic Inspirations to everybody.
Little late
Which
now.
you cannot use on initiative, or can you?
On Bardics? Yeah, you can use that on initiative.
Oh,
It's
that's
an
cool.
ability check.
I would let you use it because it's an ability check. Now, Bardic says even only when you fail, and you can't fail abilities, but or you can't fail initiative, but I'd let you use it anyway.
Okay.
Just if you wanted it higher.
I will
all
use that
right.
initiative. Use that Bardic.
Would I have been able to give those Bardics out?
We're gonna say no just because there was a lot going
Okay.
on.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay, fine.
Yana, what'd you say your perception was?
18.
Gawain?
It's a 19, but I'm gonna burn that D12. It feels important. That is Jesus Christ. 27.
27. Ned?
I got a 10, so I succeeded.
Ivor?
19.
19. All of you guys immediately land, heads on a swivel, noses sniffing, ears twitching, as appropriate. Gawain, you catch a like shaded figure in the trees, like not 30 feet away. You're the only one who notices him.
I immediately call it out.
Mm-hmm. However, you notice it. We immediately roll initiative. So we're going to go Yana and... We'll go Yana doesn't see him, but once we hit your and Ned's turn, you can call it out.
Okay.
So, bonus action, shift into my werewolf form, and then I'm immediately going to grab wrist and dart for the entrance.
Oh, I forgot to roll for wrist. That's fine. Easy enough. One attack to grapple. You are within 15 feet. Boom, boom. In you go. And it's... You step into the tree, and instead of pushing into this fleshy wooden textured space that there was last time, you guys immediately see Riss and Yana just sort of pass through this very fey fantasy portal where the air shimmers almost like a water droplet, and then they just it resolves and they're gone. Ned and Gawain.
Action. I'm going to grapple Ned and Ivor, and we're going to get on Orion and fucking go.
I fail my grapple check.
I fail. Take me away.
Okay. Both of you guys on Orion. Orion is overloaded, so that's half movement. However, that's more than enough to get you in. Boom, boom, boom. What you don't see is Strahd reaching out and immediately catching him, like stopping at 90% of the way through some spell that he was casting. Yeah. You guys are in. You've stepped in, and it's sort of like you're not in the space you thought you were. You're not in the space you expected to be in. It's a sort of flash and black, and then you find yourselves like gravity shifts, and suddenly you're pushing yourselves off of a black stone floor. The light is very, very low, or it would be if Gawain wasn't lit up like a Christmas tree from his helm and his sword.
Yep.
Honestly, that's probably giving us all radiant damage. It's just that bright. Let's take it no matter what.
It's
You got the
it's probably increasing your risk for skin cancer, but I'll hit it with some lay on hands later.
Mhm.
Good thing Ned has melanin.
Exactly. As you guys sort of shift and move, your armor clanking off of itself, off of the floor, the scattering of rocks echoing. It is a vast, empty space. These echoes are distant and very like prominent. The air suddenly shifts from cool and dry to cold and very thick, very heavy, very humid. It smells of wet stone and frosted forest, pine, strong on the senses. The walls illuminated by this harsh light and this very dramatic perspective as it's emanating from Gawain appear jagged and rough, yet seem almost alive. Placing a hand on one or on the floor, you feel this incredibly low pitched frequency hum running through it as though the mountain itself was alive, pulsing with a slow, almost imperceptible rhythm as though it's breathing. In the center of a perfect circle etched into the cavern floor, a figure manifests spectral blue light. Sir Radovan. He glows faintly with the spectral blue light and curling antlers rising from his helm. And in the absence of the 1,000 lumen world's strongest flashlight that is Gawain right now, he would have been casting ghostly shadows against the stone. But now he's almost just faint enough that it's hard to see him for just a little bit, but you can make him out. The mountain hears all thought and weighs every motive. Here you may speak, and you may fail. There is only one chance at this shrine. Step wrongly, speak wrongly, and the mountain remembers. Forever. Around the circle that he is standing in, you notice 5 shallow depressions in the stone, each sized about right for a single person. Sir Radovan gestures to them.
You said 5?
Each of you, 5 of them, yes. Each of you must stand in a place prepared for you. Together, your presence awakens the mountain. Be mindful. Hesitation is as dangerous as error. And as soon as all of you are in position, stepping up to the circle around him, each taking your spot.
Like unique, so do we know what a spot is? Because so I need descriptions. What do our spots look like?
No, they are 5 identical spots that just look foot shape-ish. I was like, wow, sits in the congregation of the people. That sounds like something I would write. I wonder where this came from. No, it's from what I wrote and said. It took me a minute to recognize my own writing. As soon as all of you are standing in position, the numbness in your feet, a numbness in your feet and ankles just sort of spirals and deepens, almost like they just fall asleep. You can barely feel them. Gray veins seem to creep along your skin as the stone beneath your soles thickens and grows, fusing to your bodies. You feel it harden, drawing you downward and upward all at once, as if the mountain itself is testing your resolve. Effectively, you guys have been, your feet have been petrified in place. You cannot leave. Your movement speed is 0.
I have a question. Is this one of those things where, like, if one of us fails, we all fail?
I will explain the mechanics once we get there.
Got it.
The circle shimmers, and the stone begins to lift, this little floor just going up like an elevator. Slowly at first, then faster, you rise off of the cave floor. The weight of the mountain presses on you, not just your bodies, but your thoughts. Every hesitation, every doubt, every certainty feels heavier, as if the mountain can sense your inner reasoning. A soft grinding noise fills the cavern, echoing like the mountain itself shifting its bones. The stone under your feet hardens into columns, lifting you higher on 5 individual pillars. You instinctively fight to stay grounded, but your movements are sluggish, restricted by the stone that you feel it beginning to encroach on your bodies. And suddenly, the wind whips around you as the cavern shrinks below into darkness. The mountain's caldera opens above a vast stone amphitheater carved from the living rock. And then you feel it, a subtle but undeniable pulse from the stone faces that you realize are looming over the caldera, looking in. They're watching, they're judging, and they seem to understand every thought and every hesitation. The stone under your feet continues to animate, wrapping slightly up your legs, pressing, tensing. You must resist the mountain's will, focus your mind, steady your reasoning, or risk being claimed entirely. The air grows thin, and the wind bites at your skin. The caldera's height makes your stomach lurch as the mountain lifts you fully into view of these 3 colossal stone faces, easily 100 feet themselves.
Jeez.
These faces shift slightly, their eyes glowing faintly, and then in unison, their voices echo. Travelers who have reached our summit, your minds are weighed beneath our gaze. Every thought, every word will be measured and judged. Hesitate or act without care, and the stone will claim you for its own. Speak deliberately, act with intention. The mountain watches all. I will post that in the chat.
Thank you.
I feel like we're back in the Blood Temple again.
Maybe. From the stone faces. Okay.
Yeah. Question.
Yes.
How long did it take us to get from like initiative to standing in the places?
Not more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Cool. Could I have given everyone a bardic inspiration in that time?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Everyone has a bardic inspiration, including Riss. I will mark those off.
Okay.
And that's a D6.
Yeah, D6. It'll always be a D6 just because I'm never taking another level of bard.
Yeah, you
Or
don't need it.
are you?
I don't plan on it, but yeah, we'll see.
Real quick. Not the Shadows of Growing Things. Curse to Strahd. And
Okay, D6 if I need it. I still have my Flash of Genius. If
Yes,
someone
you-
fails.
Yes, correct. That's really good to remember. Just forget about Flash of Genius.
I'm panicking, but I'm remembering our resources.
Yeah, I think you get to not panic according to these instructions.
I mean, I think I'm allowed a little bit of panic because we're getting crushed and pulled mentally and physically, like one of those like 90s Stretch Armstrong guys.
I mean, that's up to the mountains to decide because they're the ones being judgmental.
I don't
That's
think
what
we're
I
being
thought.
stretched.
Okay.
I think we're being raised on platforms.
Correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of the whole sort of thing lifted like a fantasy elevator, and then once you hit the top of the caldera, once you hit the caldera of this dormant volcano mountain, the pillars raised, and you guys are looking up at these faces that sort of loom in on the volcano caldera. Glancing around, you realize that you are now deep in the Barovian mountains, and you can see the valley far, far below you. but you are in somewhere in the Barovian mountain range.
Which one? North or south?
Mount Gacchus or Baratok?
I knew you were going to ask me that question, and I do not know off the top of my head. Let me look.
The answer is yes.
Mount Gacchus mountain range is all the bottom. Mount Baratok is all the top.
Gacchus.
Yeah.
The Mount Gacchus range. Yeah, down you realize you sort of realize where this is. Down to the southwest of the map. So, as these faces sort of say their piece, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, we're next to Gawain.
+5.
Yes, you are next to Gawain. Everyone gets a +5. The DC is 18. So that is a 13 before Gawain's bonus.
I failed.
You're Bardic.
Oh, right. I am gonna roll that Bardic.
18.
18 on the dot.
10 plus 3 plus 5.
Nice.
I got with the +5 a 20.
Oh shoot, I had the
and the-
DC
and the
higher. I
Bardic.
like 18 actually.
And the Bardic.
So you said that got you up to what, Ned? One more
20
time?
with the Bardic.
20 with the Bardic. Very nice. Okay.
Thank you.
May I guide myself?
Guidance
Not a
is
saving
not on
throw.
saves.
Ah. All right. So I'm gonna have to use the D6.
I got a 22.
22 will succeed.
30
How much were you
just
off?
succeed.
Oh, damn. I was gonna say you could use a Flash of Genius instead of the Bardic if you wanted, because that's a guaranteed 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Ivor?
Dirty 20.
30-20 with a quick like ooh, all of you guys, let's see, Yana, Gawain, you guys feel the stone continuing to creep up your bodies, and you through sheer force of will and presence of mind, you force it and will it down. This is not a physical petrification so much as it is via your spirit. Ned and Ivor, you guys both, you try to resist, and the stone just blows past any sort of protections you set up until you panic and really pull back hard, and you keep it at bay. As everyone has succeeded and is not petrified.
And we're not including Riss because Riss isn't here.
Oh, yes. Let me roll for Riss.
Let me know if she needs a Flash of Genius.
Actually, no. Are you gonna roll for Risk, or should we roll for Risk? Because
Yeah, I'll let you roll for Riss.
Okay.
Wisdom
Well,
save is
Rand's the
+7, +5 is +12. So you need
So-
an 18 plus.
so
You
6.
need a
Six.
6. Yes.
I rolled a 13 for her,
Oh, okay, cool.
plus all the
Perfect.
stuff.
Yeah, 13 on the die, easily enough. As you guys all individually pull through, there are going to be 3 there are 3 trials that you will be placed under. All 3 of these faces will judge you. It's not like there's 3 parts with 3 different trials with 3 parts each. There just happens to be 3 faces. There are 3 trials that all of you guys will contribute to, and a prompt basically that they put out there that you will respond to. You will each have but a moment to confer with each other before being compelled to give a verdict, and everyone is going to respond in some way, shape, or form. Sir Radovan has risen not on a pillar of stone, but just levitating up to continue to stand in your midst. The way this is going to work is you guys need to, let's see, all three trials are set up so that each PC will speak in once as a, every PC will speak in each of the three trials once as the spokesperson for the group. There will be 60 seconds for you guys to confer to get a sort of line of thought for the spokesperson. And then you will be turned back to the presiding face to give your answer. There are various things that I want to hear for success, and there are various things that, if you say, will result in failure. On a failure, you guys will, instead of making individual wisdom saves against petrification, you guys will make a... What? All right, so I had this set to be a group wisdom save. Oh, you know what it is? It's a group wisdom save where everyone rolls. The speaker, their roll counts double. If you fail as a group, the speaker is petrified. That's how this works. So you guys,
choose a speaker?
Everyone will take a turn. It will be chosen for you. This is regular petrification. It is reversible through any magic that reverses petrification.
Oh wait, we get petrified in this dream. We get petrified in real life.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
This is a separate space, but it is not a dream.
Wait,
this
so
is real life.
One failed group save is full petrification?
Yes.
Damn.
Not like in stages, like petrification, like actual
No.
petrification spell.
No, the speaker is immediately petrified upon a failed group save.
And that is 3 of the 5 of us failing.
No, I have a group DC of 100. Together, everyone's roll needs to total 100. Now, that was for 5. I'm going to knock it down to 80, I think.
That's still a DC 20. That's crazy.
Is that a DC 20?
80 divided by 4.
Oh, you know what it is? Yes, DC 20, which your stupid paladin aura jacks up my DC metrics. So on 4 of you guys, DC 20, that is a fair... I had been planning for something different. Because I did the math. You guys have a total of plus 46 to your collective wisdom saves, including Gawain's aura bonus for everyone, included on each character sheet. But we'll set it at DC 75 then, because 20 is quite high.
Better not get these wrong. So
DC
you skip this
19?
whole process.
Damn. Alright.
No, you're right. What is... I should just... I like the 18 threshold that I had earlier. 18 times 4. What's 18 times 4?
72.
72? We'll go with 72 then. It will go up when Riss gets here because I won't... Do I want to make it higher? Actually, I'm all over the map. Remember when I said I forgot to refresh my memory on this one? 18 times 5. We'll call it DC 90 because I'm letting Riss roll with you guys. Total together. You know the other thing. The speaker's roll counts twice. That was the other thing factoring into this. We'll keep it at...
Okay.
In that case, we'll keep it at DC 100 because I think 120 is still a little bit high.
So DC 20.
So are we getting the idea that these are like riddles we're getting, or like or is it like what exactly?
So this is going to be effectively, um, I'll give you the first one. As you guys, uh, the sky around you shifts as everyone's pillar just sort of twists and your perspective changes. Um, you're lifted up and spun at the same time until you are all five of you facing um the first broad, imposing, sharp-featured face. Its eyes glint like obsidian, deep and calculating, and the lines of its jaw suggest unwavering authority. The corners of its mouth are turned slightly down, as if weighing every word and action for merit and consequence. When it speaks, the vibration of stone resonates in your bones. It seems to demand that you confront the consequences of power, both in thought and in deed. You who stand upon my summit, tell me, who bears the weight of consequence? Who commands? Who yields? Speak, and show whether your mind can measure justice in the shadow of authority. Hesitation is costly. Certainty may be folly. Let me copy that in.
Yeah. So it wants us to what with power?
I'm so confused. What?
The right to rule. You who stand upon my summit, tell me, who bears the weight of consequence? Who commands? Who yields? Speak, and show whether your mind can measure justice in the shadow of authority. Hesitation is costly. Certainty may be folly. This addresses the right to rule. I'll put the whole thing in because there's context in the...
And
I'm
also,
still equally confused.
is there like one right answer for this thing, or is it like?
No, I have themes. For all, I have themes that are sort of generic enough that this is what a successful response looks like. This is what a failure looks like. And it's less of a answer the question rightly and more of a
Reason the question correctly. Or
yes,
something?
reason through it properly.
Okay, so this isn't like a one-word response. This could be. No. Okay.
Everyone will have a chance to sort of give a short little monologue. All right, so the first broad and imposing.
I'm still so confused on what this question is
Okay.
even asking.
He's basically asking like, who gets to lead? Why do they get to lead? Answer that question and tell us why, and explain your answer.
Like in the context of like all of Barovia? Like
In the
who gets
context
to
of
lead?
what a leader is, in general. It's not
Oh.
about Barovia. This is about, these are very broad topics. So, for example, someone might say that leadership is birth, if they like a monarchy, for example. We could argue for democracy, or we could argue for any other number of ways to the leader, but all you have to do is choose the answer you want to go with. So if, for whatever example, I'm not saying this, but let's say monarchy, for example. They say, hey, it's the monarchy, your leader is birth. Then you give your reasoning, and if you're able to do a good job of that, we get it correct. Is that how it works, Steven?
Yes.
Pretty much. So
More or less.
choose a good answer, support your answer with like it's basically a fucking like humanities
exam.
course. Yeah, it's a humanities course in in like a high school. You're writing an
How long
essay.
ago that was?
You're writing an essay, except it's 1 or 2 sentences.
High school
was
was
so
a very
bad at
long time ago.
essays.
All right,
Oh,
okay,
God.
okay. The point being, who else to answer this one?
Let me.
And while he does that,
Oh, I hate that.
Dalton.
What's to call it the characters? Okay, cool.
How do you think a leader should be chosen? Just in general in your life.
Let me give you a little bit more. We'll start with Gawain, just because I think you have I have a statement for each of you that under the broader umbrella of consequence of power, who bears the weight of responsibility. Gawain, the pillars rotate and everyone sort of shifts. You are the first one standing before this face alone. It looks at you and it says, "Those who offer mercy must decide whether mercy is a gift or a shield? Effectively, how do you respond?
Sorry, can you say that one more time? My brain just fucking in
I'll
one ear
paste
out
it
the
in.
other. Thank you.
Let's kind of shift the question a bit. So are we talking about leadership now, or are we talking about mercy then?
Yes.
Those who offer mercy must decide whether mercy is a gift or a shield. Apply to anyone in the room that requires
Or is it that the topic for all three of them is about leadership?
I hate that it gets data locked. Anyway, this was cooler when it was a concept in my head, and then I try to put it in words, and I lose the thread myself. So where I'm gonna land with it is, Gawain, this guy wants to know your thoughts about those in power, those who command, those who lead, those who offer mercy. What is your perspective? What is your philosophy?
To be specific, it's his thoughts on a leader showing mercy.
That would be an appropriate. It doesn't have to be, but that would absolutely be one appropriate line of discussion.
Kind of seems like Gawain's type of question.
I have one for everyone.
Dalton, before you answer, do you want to give us a example of what you're going to say and see if that...
Yeah.
Before you actually fully answer?
Yeah, basically, more or less what I was thinking was a leader should be someone who is moral, just, kind, hesitant to violence. Or not hesitant, no, I'm going to strike that last one. This really makes sense. But someone who is moral, just, kind. A leader should be someone who doesn't necessarily want to be a leader, but does so for the betterment of their fellow beings. Not from selfishness, but from selflessness. And mercy is warranted when redemption is seeked out, whereas mercy against something that is evil and has no qualms against evil acts, then mercy is not. Sorry, I did not sleep well last night. Not wording very well.
It's not justified.
Yes, it's not justified if it would obviously end in the harm of other beings. Trying to word it's like, I used to play a Saren right now, and actually, basically the oath of, like, Saren Ray's oath is basically like, find swift justice for those who revel in slaughter, but give mercy to all others. Basically, that's more or less what I was going with. What do you think?
I think that's very Gawain, and I think it's well said.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like a
all to the face.
Don't make him say it again.
Please don't.
No, I gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
As you present your case of as the face asks about leadership, bearing the weight of responsibility, consequences of power, offering mercy, whether it is a gift, or it says gift or shield, but I interpret that as gift, or perhaps a sword is a better word there. Gift or a sword. Are you inviting something to come and take advantage of your mercy? And you respond with, it is with what is effectively, it's all in the person who's who you're dealing with, if they're seeking redemption, if they are repentant, if they are penitent, then of course, absolutely, mercy is not only warranted, you could argue that it is required. It is
The only moral thing to
mandated.
do.
Exactly. However, if somebody has no interest in changing their ways and turning aside, then it is actually your duty to stand against them, and mercy would be a folly. The face grumbles, sort of groans and grumbles as though a rock slide, and it sounds just like a rock slide. That is well put. And everyone sort of rotates. Your perspective continues to point toward this face. So as you rotate around the edge of the circle, your stone pillar sort of rotates as well, so that you are continually looking at this face as you go around. Next up is Ned.
Damn.
The face sort of groans with this avalanche sound. Those born into order often confuse inevitability with righteousness.
Oh, that's it? Damn.
So this is your specific prompt in the broader narrative of leadership, consequence, responsibility. As you guys sort of all are looking at the face, Ned is addressed. The pillars turn so you can face each other and discuss for a short few moments.
Yes, the initiative was only for the tree, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it sure was. There was Strahd had some spells that would have messed you up, and you guys would have had to deal with how do I get everyone into the tree. He wasn't holding a spell. He wasn't holding a spell, but he sure was ready to cast it as soon as something happened.
Perfect race to have a 26 initiative.
Those born under order may confuse inevitability with righteousness. Let's see. I guess I'm kind of a little bit unsure of what it's even asking or stating to me.
I'm also very confused.
Yeah, because it's just a statement. It's not a question.
Yeah, it's less of a question and more of a what does this how does this resonate with you? What are your when you hear this? What are your thoughts?
Steven.
Okay.
Stressing me so much out. Stressing me out so much. I broke a fucking pen.
Jesus. Wait, not the pink one. Did you break the pink one?
Confused.
Yes, I did.
Of
Oh
righteousness.
no.
So
Was it
it's
just
kind
like
of the idea that just because I'm thinking aloud, just because something is fated to happen is going to happen no matter what. That outcome is the correct one, I guess. I think Ned would tackle this completely differently and just dismiss the statement. I don't think we live in a world where anything in particular is inevitable. I think sometimes we are set on paths that seem like they can't go anywhere else and will lead to us and only leads to one place no matter what you do. And even in cases where that may be so, you choose how you get there. You choose the people that you're going to get there with, and you choose the morals you take with you and how you treat the world. And even if no matter what your fate is tied from your birth, how you live your life is ultimately more important than that end goal. This doesn't necessarily tackle the statement, but I reject the statement to begin with.
And so rephrasing something like that to the face as you guys turn and are left to address him once again. Rejecting the premise and saying that, yes, some people may see order as moral, but it is important to remember that just because it happens one way doesn't mean that it is the correct way to do it. You have to be flexible in your thinking. The face sort of grumbles again. Very well. And you guys make another turn. Let's see. That was... Next up is Yana. And Yana, as you are... you gonna... Does that work? Oops, nope, don't want to do that. Yana, as you turn around and are brought to face this visage, it looks at you and says, "Those who master their inner darkness may often assume that mastery grants them authority. What say you?"
Mastery of darkness never makes a leader. It makes them a teacher for those who come after.
Those who come after.
Darkness is never a position of leadership. It's something to be learned from, something to conquer. But the learning and the conquering of that darkness within yourself is only enough to be able to share your experience so that others do not fall into the same darkness. This is how they become a leader, by sharing and preventing others from falling into that same darkness.
You show a great deal of compassion for your fellow mortal. Very well. And you rotate once again, to face Ivor. For the purposes of this shrine, we're just gonna skip Riss, just because I don't want to role play what Riss would say to myself. So once we finish up Ivor, we'll move on to the next one. Ivor, as you come face to face with this enormous visage, its eyes sort of, "You sneaky, you made it sound like you would have no capability here." I also love philosophy, so it's I don't know if you could tell, but this visage squints its eyes at you and says, "Those who shape the tools of violence may come to believe the world is meant to be shaped in this way. How do you respond?" Let me make that
Those who shape the tools of violence are going to shape in this way.
It's about nuclear weapons giving people power.
Warmongers want war. That's how they shape the world.
I mean, but they often do.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Doesn't
You
make
are
it right.
correct. This is a commentary on the military-industrial complex.
Yes.
Which I guess Ivor is all about. That's his storyline.
Bro's
Well, I don't know. He made toys before. He only really started
Yeah, I was
making
about to
guns.
say, like, I create those of my creation. I create things to bring people joy, peace, and happiness. And if they have to be used for violence, that is a means to an end to preserve said peace. And a leader should act with precision and lead by example. So to create and shape one's vision into a reality should be one with a mindset to protect those who cannot protect themselves and bring joy and happiness to those who not only can't protect themselves, but not can't understand the world around them quite yet, and to bring them comfort within their daily lives.
You answer well. Very well. You have answered my questions and addressed my world with wisdom. I trust you with the right to rule. And you guys turn to face the second of these faces. Softer in features, but unsettling in its expression, the second face bears marks of sorrow and regret. Its eyes seem carved with delicate precision and glimmer with faint tears that do not run, but almost seem to be alive as they shimmer inside the eyelids. The mouth tilts in a permanent question, judging every choice for compassion or neglect. When it regards you, you feel the weight of judgment for every act of cruelty or mercy withheld. Compassion is a choice, yet neglect is easy. When faced with suffering, will you reach to aid or avert your gaze? Speak your judgment and do not falter, for the mountain seeks the hesitation of your heart. First up, we will start instead with Yana. As you are rotated around, you are the first one to meet this face's gaze. Compassion is a choice, yet neglect is easy. When faced with suffering, which will you reach to aid or avert your gaze? And it says to you specifically, a monster used for protection is still a monster, even when leashed. How do you respond?
Oh, damn.
Ooh, this is good.
Hey.
We're gonna have to catch them up because there's a lot going on.
Here
Oh
we
boy,
are.
yeah.
Do I want to
If
do it
you
before
would-
I throw my answer
I was
in?
going to say, if you would like to, you can delay your answer until after break, because this is a perfect, we can catch Riss up and then we can go to break.
Yeah. Perfect.
Once Riss pops in.
Their lack of popping is unsettling.
Yeah, your lack of popping is disturbing.
Thank you.
I find your lack of popping Oh, I love it. That's yes. I love anything Darth Vader. Savannah and I are best friends. About to drive home. Never mind
Okay.
then. We here we thought
I mean, we could wait. How long does it take you to drive? Oh my God, they're gonna drink and drive.
Oh
yeah,
no!
something for a quick nightcap, and then we're gonna
Okay.
15ish minutes.
So actually, we could still take the break, right? And fill them in
Yes.
on their while they're driving if they can hear me.
Yes, that is fine. So
Yeah, we can catch them up.
before we jump in and get Yana's answer to this the first this question or this statement from the second Fane or the second face of the mountain Fane, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Let's go ahead and take about 15-ish, and we will reconvene here about 10 after or thereabouts.
Mhm.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll continue this, and hopefully we'll have all we'll be able to keep rolling with everyone here now once Riss is caught up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey everybody. Welcome back. We have a Riss with us. If you didn't see before break, Riss will be joining us here very shortly. And so we will go ahead and include them in the final bit of this part 2 of 3. Once they're settled and present with us. So just as a recap, we stopped just before Yana gave her reply. And I figured I could give a little bit more context as I'm sort of figuring out by feel what I think might be helpful here and there. This is my second attempt to create any meaningful, like, mega encounter / series of dungeons from scratch. And so, clearly, I have some kinks to work out.
We don't need to know about the fact that you like feet. It's fine.
Thank you. I love that someone went for it. So I was going to stay shut.
Listen, not to yuck anyone's yum, but every time I come into my writing program, I just see all kinds of nasty stuff. And I'm like, no, this needs to, I'm not putting this into, I'm now reminded of the blacksmith who has to hammer out some more kinks, and the sword is just like, harder.
Yeah.
I like feet. Dang it. And that's my word processor, basically. It's down for punishment, apparently. Anyway, each of these faces is giving you is putting you on trial for a concept that Strahd has taken and perverted. You need to prove yourselves righteous, upright, and just in a role reversal to prove yourself worthy of stripping this away, because what the Mountain Fane will not abide is a false champion coming in and supplanting their whatever's going on. They're like, it's not, we're not going to try to fix it unsuccessfully over and over again. You're either going to prove yourself worthy or we're not touching it. So these 3 areas are the 3 concepts that you need to demonstrate competence in handling if they are going to trust you with the opportunity to overthrow Strahd. Pinky's out, I agree, Ned. Number 2, like Applebee's on date night. So the first head discussed the right to rule. With the implication, I did not give this to you at first, but with the implication that power is proof of worth. The second head discusses the necessity of cruelty, that mercy is a luxury only of the safe. And just as a recap, this one is softer in its features, but still unsettling in its expression, bearing the marks of sorrow and regret. Its eyes are carved with delicate precision and glimmer with faint tears that seem to hold at the corners of the eyes. The mouth is tilted in a perpetual, with its lips perpetually pursed. Unsure, questioning, judging every choice for compassion or neglect. When it regards you, you feel the weight of its judgment for every act of cruelty or every mercy withheld. And it states that compassion is a choice, but neglect is easy. Perhaps mercy is just a luxury of the safe? When faced with suffering, which will you reach for, aid, or will you avert your gaze? Speak your judgment and do not falter, for the mountain sees the hesitation in your heart. First, we come to Yana. Yana, this face regards you. A monster used for protection is still a monster, even when leashed. In the concept of mercy, when can you afford it? When is it required? When is it something that must be avoided? And is mercy truly a virtue, or is it just, as it says, a luxury of those who are safe? What do you say to that?
A monster is only a monster by its deeds. A monster by birth is a creature being used against its will. But if you mean a creature that is used for ill purposes, this is a corruption of that creature. Whether it's leashed or trained, it is a corruption of that creature's true spirit. But a monster or a creature used for protection, if it's protecting evil, then it is corrupted. It is no longer a creature. It is truly a monster. But if a monster or a creature is used to protect those who cannot protect themselves, then labels do not matter, for the creature is serving its true purpose.
That is an acceptable response. The stone platforms rotate, and we'll jump to Ivor.
Okay.
As you were addressed, these eyes regard you, and the mouth twists into a questioning, like, pursed lips. Efficiency in violence often arrives disguised as mercy.
Efficiency in violence. Okay, I heard and. So is that trying to say, like, just to clarify, that's trying to say, like, being efficient with your like, I'm gonna bring it back to the ceremony thing, but like, be swift with your justice so that no one suffers, basically. Is that like kind of what they're talking about?
Perhaps. That is it. That would
Okay.
be a valid interpretation to respond to. Absolutely.
Disguised as mercy. Swift justice in comparison to efficiency in violence is an interesting concept. To be quick to defend those that are in need could be described as mercy, but only when it is justified. If they are willing to let's say redeem themselves, or if they were innocent in the first place, yes, by all means, we should protect them. But swift justice shouldn't we shouldn't protect them for the sake of protecting them. We should evaluate all angles and the efficiency through which we display that violence, no matter what it is, vocally, physically, mentally, spiritually, should be put into account.
A wise distinction, to be sure. Well said.
Thank you.
As we rotate on to our next PC, that brings us to Gawain. The second face, softer, almost feminine in some of its features. It hits you with a piercing gaze. Mercy given without measure may become cruelty by delay.
Given, I'm gonna be very honest, I don't understand it. I don't know what it's trying to communicate.
My interpretation is, I think you kind of addressed it in your first response anyway. Kind of like the Azulas of the world. If you give mercy to everybody, then you're allowing certain people to do more harm.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why it becomes cruelty by delay. Because rather than, taking care of the thing, you're giving them mercy and allowing them to put more danger out there. Or since you're Nightwing, kind of how like Batman just lets the Joker live and he keeps fucking shit up. And people say, hey, just kill the Joker. More people would survive. That is my interpretation of this.
I agree.
Don't know if that's what Steven was shooting for.
There is no right answer here. I have, no matter what you say, if you do it, if you justify your response with any one of, I have like 6 different themes. If these themes are what ground your justification, that's what is a fail versus what is a success. It's how you arrive at your answer just as much as what your answer is.
Okay. Mercy should be contextual. It should be applied within the frame of the situation you find yourself in. If mercy would result in the harm of more innocents, then it is not mercy, it is folly. However, mercy should never be dismissed as a second thought. It should always be an option. But one must be wise enough to distinguish when that is the case.
Yes, very well, very good. And another acceptable response as we shift, as the platform shifts to. Yes, I will give you a quick synopsis when it comes to your turn here after Ned, what the sort of purpose of this is. Anything beyond what we've already addressed. So, Ned, you are the 4th person. Well played. 4th of 5, as you are brought front and center. This second face regards you and says, correction pursued without compassion forgets who is being corrected.
Oh, of course. This actually kind of speaks to a thought I hate. There are people who claim the truth. I mean, the truth is hurts. The truth isn't cruel, even if it hurts. It's just the truth, and it is a claim I dislike. There is ways to communicate things, to express things to people, and help them out without being cruel about it. You lose yourself with that cruelty, and it just allows you to reign over people as if you're better than them while also putting them down. That helps nobody. He's mulling this one over.
Wise words from one so young as you. And that rotates Riss front and center. So, Riss, to bring you fully up to speed, you guys are in the Shrine of the Mountain Fane. As you entered into the Gulthias tree, where the actual altar is, you were teleported into a mountain deeper in the southern mountain range. And you found yourself in a cavern. You met Sir Radovan there again. He sort of explained that you're going to be judged on these things, or on this number of things, and bid you to step into this little like fantasy Star Wars lift platform, where you guys stood on there and your feet were petrified in place, so that you could not leave. You were then sort of elevated up to the caldera of a dormant volcano, where the platform stopped, but then each of you guys continued upward on 5 individual pillars, Sir Radovan rising under his own levitational power, and peering down, looming into this, the caldera up here at the top of the mountain, are 3 massive faces of the Mountain Fane. The Mountain Fane, each face has been giving you guys a overarching theme that it wants you to speak to, and one by one, you guys are each being given a personal statement to further refine what perspective the Fane wants to hear from you. The reason that the rest of the group was given is that the Mountain Fane doesn't want to bestow its power on just anybody. It needs to make sure that it is that you guys are people it can trust to actually do the job, and if you are successful, to be better than Strahd. So it's a bit of a purity testing here to make sure you guys are worthy. And rather than a right answer versus a wrong answer, I have a list of thematic traits, justification, that I'm judging what you say and how you get to your conclusion. If it falls into any of these traits that are reminiscent of a Strahd-like mentality, then it results in a failure. Everyone needs to make a group wisdom save against a combined group DC. And if together everyone falls short of that threshold, you as the speaker that round are petrified. Boom. It is reversible if you guys have the magic for it. But the danger here is if you answer wrongly, it's a snowball effect, because the DC doesn't change. It just takes more. You guys either need to make sure you answer correctly, or it's harder and harder and harder as more and more people are petrified. So, this second Fane is asking about the nope, that's the next one. The necessity of cruelty. Mercy is a luxury of the safe. It asks and says, compassion is a choice, and neglect is easy. When you are faced with suffering, will you reach out to aid, or will you avert your gaze? In general, that was addressed to the party. As you are rotated around front and center, the eyes sort of flare, and it says, "Suffering chosen freely will teach others how to suffer." And basically, react to that. And based on your perspective, that's what's getting judged.
Say the like initial that got told to everyone again. I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
So the theme of the second one is the necessity of cruelty. The initial statement is mercy is a luxury of the safe. And then this face said, compassion is a choice, yet neglect is easy. When faced with suffering, will you reach to aid or will you avert your gaze?
Okay.
The other piece here is that there is a short moment where you guys are all rotated in to see each other, so that you can brainstorm before you give your final answer to the face.
We
Okay.
basically have like 15 seconds to discuss.
And it's just like you're essentially like gut reaction, essentially,
Yeah.
or just okay.
When I say this, what do you think? What do you feel? I need to judge your character.
I think
You could
there's
agree or disagree. Yeah.
there's truth to your words, but I believe there's more nuance. It's
Think about someone who
It
is
dep-
born. Oh, sorry.
it depends on if you are suffering in the place of someone else. If you choose to take someone else's suffering as your own. Because that wouldn't teach the person you're replacing how to suffer.
I was going down more of the route of, say, someone is born in nobility, but they wanted to choose their suffering by going down and disguising themselves as a peasant. I was going down that route, but
I honestly, the more that I think about it, I feel like it honestly leans more false, because if you're choosing to suffer or you're choosing to make a sacrifice or something, you're not it like I said, it is nuance. There is a case by case basis element to it, but ultimately if you're taking the lesson away from them,
yes.
because you're the one suffering instead of them.
Mhm. And they don't take accountability.
Your perspective is enlightening. Well said. And you all rotate once again, almost as though the sky itself moves around you more than you feel yourself moving. As you shift around to the third face. This one is angular and jagged, almost fractured, with fissures running across the stone like veins. Its eyes burn with inner light, reflecting thought itself, and its expression constantly shifts, almost as though it's constantly calculating, constantly testing. looking at it is disorienting, as if it can peer into the very way you reason. It will challenge the rigidity of your beliefs and the assumptions you carry into each. Certainty can be a prison. Tell me, travelers, can your reason bend without breaking? Can thought remain untainted when desire tempts and fear tightens its grip? Speak clearly, or my stone will claim you where you stand.
But we're sitting. And then just explodes. It just goes.
So that is number 3. And this is the corruption of certainty. And this time we will start with Ned, as you are rotated around front and center. As it beholds you, it takes a moment to understand your essence. Order perfected leaves no room for mercy.
I'll answer the statement. Well, will, but I will start by saying I don't believe absolute order is necessary. A little bit of chaos, as I've learned from some of my friends, can certainly help solve more issues that such rigidity such as order will not allow. That being said, in a world with perfect order, mercy is necessary. Things cannot function in perfect order if there aren't I'm trying to think of the word. It's not the word. It's not like safety pits. It's
Like checks and balances?
there aren't safety nets for people. Mercy offers such things. We all falter. And in a world with perfect order, there are systems that will help those people who falter to rise back up.
Well put. As the face rotates you all around, next up is Yana. Control maintained at all costs forgets why it was sought in the first place.
Control maintained at all costs is the prison of certainty. Every emotion, every thought affects choice, affects action, affects reasoning to maintain control at all costs means that you give away any sense of mercy, any sense of leadership, any sense of absolute certainty. The only thing you know is control. But to give away control when needed most, that is what frees you from the prison of certainty.
Very insightful. As we rotate once again, this time to Riss. Riss, front and center. Knowledge pursued without uncertainty soon demands obedience to its own will. Or let me change that. Knowledge pursued without hesitancy soon demands obedience to its own will.
I mean, there is truth. But because there will always be a level of hesitancy or uncertainty in the act of learning, because you don't know until you know. But that doesn't mean that there can't be confidence in knowing what you need to learn or understanding and having a level of comprehension in what you are, in the knowledge that you are pursuing. And I believe that you can have confidence in what you need to learn. Let's say you need to learn a dark spell or something because you need to create the counter spell for it. I don't believe having confidence in knowledge, in learning certain knowledge, demands obedience to it. I believe your own will and your own confidence is what will determine what you do with the knowledge that you gain.
Your path walks a knife's edge. As your answer is accepted, and that brings us on to Ivor up next. The face regards you and simply says, "A plan trusted too completely becomes a cage."
Every plan deserves a backup. There are always variables. There is always another path. Feel yourself caged. Trust in the people that you consider family. Not just friends, not just allies. Consider everything once, twice, 3 times over. If you feel yourself caged, you're letting yourself down and those around you. Good. Did I just? What is my internet doing?
Now you
Oh,
good.
still audio.
I've
Oh,
hesitated.
okay.
I
No,
just haven't said
my
anything.
Discord's doing something, so I thought my internet cut out.
Now you good. Yeah, I can see your video is a little choppy, but not a problem. Your audio is still perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, those around you and those that might be affected in the aftermath. Let me try and get my Discord together. My bad.
Do not let yourself be blinded by certainty. But you speak truth, nevertheless.
Yay.
And our final, perhaps not question, but our final statement or reaction will come from Gawain, as this third, almost volcanic-looking face regards you with an intensity you haven't felt from anyone up to this point. And it says, "Faith that never wavers forgets to have compassion on those who sacrifice."
Faith in your fellow man. I don't know how to do it. How do I put this? Passion on those. Faith in one entity or one institution is unwavering. Faith in one entity or one institution is folly. Faith in your fellow beings around you, the goodwill of the people, that is something that even in faith, if that faith never wavers, you will not lose the ability to give compassion. I know quite well that unwavering faith can lead to absolute destruction, for I once walked that knife's edge. My faith did waver because of my faith in my fellow friends and the people.
Very well. You guys rotate once more, and instead of landing on a final or on anyone in particular, you spin, and as you spin, you begin to descend. Together, all three faces intone in unison. You have acquitted yourselves well. We judge you and find you worthy. Go now and do what it is that you will. As you descend, you feel your as you descend, you land and sort of hits you back on solid ground. You feel your feet unparalyze and stumble backward a step or two before you catch yourself. And Sir Radovan stands in the midst of all five of you. You have done well. You have restored all three of the Fanes to their former glory. You have purged Strahd's influence for the time being, at the very least. I see your ambitions, and I know where your path will lead. I trust that you are ready for what it will bring you. Well done, all of you. And he flares with his own light, sort of blinding you for a second, and you find yourselves not within the tree, but on the ground, sort of sitting up, laid flat, sitting up, pushing yourselves up on an elbow, and you guys are on the ground surrounding the tree, and the druids are rushing over to you.
Ned will immediately get up and immediately try to look for Strahd.
Yeah, can we all do a perception check?
Where is sure can. Everyone give me perception.
I'm gonna guide myself into this bitch.
Yep, guidance.
Well, that's a nat one.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it.
That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah!
I cancel it out.
Duality of Barovia.
15 for Ned with the guidance.
Dirty 20 for Gawain.
Riss, you've been out of it for the last bit, so you sort of it's almost like you're coming out of you jolt out of a dozing state, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? Everyone else looks around and sees no sign of Strahd, with Gawain having mentioned in passing as everything was happening all at once where Strahd was, that he was nearby, and the druids had been keeping their distance. They are now rushing to you. You suspect that Strahd is no longer here, either having retreated or been pushed back.
How long were we in there?
How long did it not but a few moments? You entered, and suddenly Strahd was racked with pain and doubled over screaming before he was whisked away. We would not have dared to come as close if he was still here. What did you do? How are you?
We just had a conversation.
Has it been an hour, by the way, since Ned cast the invisibility?
No. It has been... it's probably been about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because you guys did not spend very long at the Amber Temple, and it has been moments that you were in the Mountain Fane, despite how long your interaction seemed to last.
Even though the invisibility, I don't see Strahd anywhere, and the guys I'm talking to are not under any kind of illusion?
Correct.
Okay.
Sweet.
And non-detection is still up?
Correct. This hasn't been 8 hours.
Yep. And my detect magic is still up, so...
Is it?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes spell.
Oh, because it was done... You ritual cast it.
Oh no, you did it while I was casting Prayer of Healing. Never mind.
That would have dropped by the end of the Prayer of Healing short rest.
Okay.
Gawain will look at the druids and just say, we spoke with the Mountain Fane and have convinced it that we are worthy enough to take on Strahd and to end his reign of tyranny.
Oh, I forgot. At some point in there, there is a receptacle for the Fey gem that goes in there, and that's part of the process.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cheeky question, DM.
Oh boy.
Do we feel more powerful?
Let me look. That's the wrong Google Doc.
You're the wrong Google Doc.
I sure am. Leveling milestones. Yeah, as you guys drop out of here, everybody levels up.
Sweet.
Hell yeah!
Oh, also, Lynn, For the next 8 hours, you have 20 extra HP from the fifth level 8 I cast. It's you, me, and Yana who got it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, DM, I'll need you to make what the hell? I'm taking a half feat, and I'm just switching the +1. It'll be put into Constitution.
Perfect. Yeah, shoot me the feat and what you want the bonus in your in our private going chat.
Gotcha.
But yeah, congratulations. Well done, everyone. The 3 Thanes down. 13 of 14 possible levels achieved.
I ask you this every single time we level up. What do you do for HP again?
I'm pretty sure we take average here, right?
Yeah, average is where we're at.
Cool.
Cool. So, oh no. So I get my 12th level of Paladin.
That feels weighty. I don't like it. Oh, it's just an ASI.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the feat that's really the fun thing.
That's right.
If I guess this wouldn't count as yeah, we'll have to take a short rest for it to go into effect, but yeah, Gawain is taking the Inspiring Leader feat. Inspiring Performer feat, I think is what they call it now, but no, it's Inspiring Leader. Okay. Oh, you can do a speech or like a performance. But yeah, starting now, every single short or long rest, everyone in the party will have 18 temporary hit points.
Fabulous.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Starting once we take every short or long rest after this, every single person in the party will get 18 temporary hit points.
Nice. What's this from?
Inspiring Leader. I'm
Good.
doing the Inspiring Performance feat. And theoretically, if we take, like, in the morning, I can give it to the mounts, and then during breakfast, I can give it to you guys. But that should just it's a little proactive healing, you know? Oh, wait, no. Okay.
Wild.
I'm just gonna put that to there, and then I'll just manually adjust my con for right now. Cool. So now I have 146 hit points. Which is still less than Ivor, which is very funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's because you have the tough feat and maxed out con. Wait, did I get new spells?
All right. No. Excuse me. With this successful reconsecration, Strahd being incapacitated once again, racked with whatever experience it is as his power is stripped away from him. You guys are once again free and clear. You're able to continue on and head to wherever you're heading. We'll nail down the final bits of the level up between sessions as needed. But what's next on your guys' plate? Well done, everyone.
We should definitely go get the Vardo because we kind of left the fucking cannon in there.
Yes.
Yep. We got to go get the cannon.
I'm pretty sure we left, or did we have it in the? Were you working on it in the carriage? I can't remember.
I was until he stabbed me to death, or almost death.
The cannon. I thought the cannon was blacksmithy work with Yvonne.
No, because all the pieces were made. Ivor just had to put the jigsaw puzzle together.
Okay, so you picked up the stuff from Yvonne and you had it with you. Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Um,
that was absolutely what you were absolutely working on that when he dropped in on you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember making the joke like, "Oh no, I just left him on red because I'm busy." No, I said I'm busy, and then like shut off my communications
Mm-hmm.
or something like
So
that.
yeah. Yeah,
And then
that's. I
he
mean, that's
just
the.
warped in, stabbed Ned, stabbed me.
Um.
Listen, he knows who the most he knows where to stab literally, so that he takes out the most threat with the least hit points.
Oh, that's right. I get spells next level as a paladin because I have my 1 level of bard diluting me. Okay, that's right.
Ah,
Find greater steed next level.
next level. Next level, baby. Well, only one area remains not meaningfully explored, so we shall see.
What's that?
That would be Argynvostholt, where you went in, grabbed the tome, and left immediately, leaving those revenants out there.
Hey, that was a good plan for getting the book
Mhm.
specifically.
It was
Mhm.
absolutely. You are 100% right. I'm absolutely with you there.
Yeah. And
Um,
honestly, it's funny you bring that up because Ned brought up being more chaotic and learning from his friends. He specifically learned that from Yana. He was channeling Yana energy that night.
in and out. Let's
Did
go.
something.
Which is funny because I don't think Yana was there for that. I think
He
Yana
was
was
not.
captured in the castle.
So I don't even know if she's aware that Ned took a lesson from her for once.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we had Misty with us.
Mm-hmm.
It was Misty, Briss, and Ned that snuck in while Ivor and Gawain were still fucking sleeping.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And then the revenants started having beef right in the middle of everything. They started they started a fight with each other.
Yeah. Which is
It
an
was
interesting proposition. Just seems like a, Sisyphus level task. 3 revenants fighting each other to the death just to come back.
exactly right. Yeah. But yeah.
Ooh! Hell yeah! You know what did happen at level 13 though? Proficiency bonus went up to 5.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah!
Sure would have, wouldn't it?
Love that.
Yeah, after game, I think I might need a little bit of help here.
Oh yeah, no need to finalize the level up just yet. If you have questions or need to make decisions or anything of the sort.
Yep. So yeah, we should. Let me double check our list.
I am in fact taking a spell that makes a con save, believe it or not.
Holy shit.
Despite the fact that I hate things that force con saves.
Yeah.
But it's only because I saw a interesting thing that a sorcerer can do with it that I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
That'll be fun.
This
Yeah, maybe.
could be so much fun.
Maybe.
Okay,
That's
let's
funny.
see. We can take those tasks off because we finished those. We just got the Mountain Fane done.
See, Strahd
Okay.
carries a longsword, yes.
Rapier.
Rapier? That
Mhm.
works too. Because I'm trying to
Tomatoes
decide
mu-
on a spell. What do we think about the spell Dull the Knife?
Oh no, that's for
That one's that was a homebrew one that I came up with Gawain.
So no.
yeah, that was it was so
Nah,
like you can
not for this
practice
one.
without it's basically so you can
Okay.
practice with your regular weapon without killing your opponent.
I was thinking cast it as I'm touching Strahd's sword by sneaking up behind him and make it so his sword can't kill anyone.
That would be very funny.
But I guess I'll do Cure Wounds instead.
I'm going to use this information in the future.
Yeah, I'm taking a level in Ranger.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, taking
I didn't know you
Hunter's
were
Mark
multiclassing.
and yeah, taking Hunter's Mark and Cure Wounds.
Nice. That's always good.
Uh-huh.
Level 10.
I forget. Do you still have Hex?
I don't think I ever had Hex.
Battle spent. You got anything cool? No. So we have. So just to reiterate our objectives that remain, we have to finish the flesh golem with the voice box, recruit the revenants at Argynvostholt, gather our allies. Then we need to basically nuke the Dragonheart with the cannon. / if this is only, but the second part of this is only if Riss wants to, or whoever has an open attunement slot wants to use the Tome of Strahd, we can slap the castle with a tsunami, which might get rid of some of the defenses, like some of the minions and whatnot.
Oh, outside of the spell fly or something, Strahd, like fly is the way he's been flying recently. Strahd, fly is the way Strahd flies, right? With that spell, he doesn't like
Yes.
innately fly.
No, he can. Bucephalus can also fly, but when he flies, just him. It's the fly spell. Yes.
Or as a bat.
Yeah.
But in vampire form, he's limited to fly. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So something fun about me taking the Ranger level.
Is
I
it
now-
fun? Is it really?
I now have proficiency with rapiers, which means I now get weapon mastery on Fenris Sulfur.
Ooh.
So you get advantage on your next attack after you hit him with a rapier attack.
I get Vex.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I believe that's what Vex
You're
does.
thinking
That's
short
what it
swords,
does.
I think.
The Vex
Yeah.
is the same for both of them.
Yeah, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. Hee hee hee.
You know what? We're already here. Steven, I'm taking reverse gravity.
Ooh.
So,
I like that.
but it's important because the ruling for me, the way I read it, I want to make sure it aligns with what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So the spell reverses gravity in a 50-foot radius, 100-foot cylinder, enter on a certain point range. All creatures and objects in the area that aren't anchored to the ground fall upward and reach the top of the cylinder. A creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab a fixed object it can reach, thus avoiding the fall upward. If there is no fixed object, there is no dexterity throw, correct?
Correct.
So they automatically fail and they automatically float to the top. If a ceiling or anchored object is encountered in its upward fall, creatures and objects strike it as though they're in a downward fall. Basically, they take fall damage if they hit a ceiling. If an affected creature or object reaches the cylinder's top without striking anything, it hovers there for the duration. When the spell ends, affected objects and creatures fall downwards. The interesting thing about reverse gravity is that in itself, it doesn't have any rules on how flying works. So I wanted your thoughts on what happens with the flying if it were in the reverse gravity. Regardless of your decision, I'm taking the spell because there are things that don't fly that it'll be affected, and obviously it's a very fun spell. It's a very Ned spell in terms of controlling things. But I think different people rule it differently, and that's why I want to know how you are going to rule it specifically.
When reverse gravity is cast, AI is telling me all unanchored creatures in the cylinder fall upward to the top. The reverse gravity spell text explicitly notes that creatures that can fly or levitate can use these abilities to mitigate the effects or to move around once they reach the upper boundary. Let me look at that. It might be thinking
The
about the
spell
old
text
one.
doesn't say anything about flying. Yeah.
The old one. Sure doesn't. I don't know what AI is talking about.
That's why you can't trust
Spell
AI.
reverses. Listen. I don't trust AI when I'm doing meaningful research. You can make a dexterity saving throw. I agree. To a fixed object. You can reach this avoiding fall if a ceiling or anchored object. Okay. Hmm. Oh, flying creatures. Let's see what. Let's assume the party is fighting a high-level flying creature like a dragon. If party member casts reverse gravity, and that creature enters the spell zone, do you make the creature fall? The spell says all creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground on the fall in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area you cast. There is no carve out for flying creatures, and the rules of Flight do not say that flying creatures are unable to fall. Indeed, it says the opposite, in that it lists situations where a flying creature can fall. Therefore, I would rule the flying creature in the area would fall and remain there until the spell expires, at which point it would fall to the ground. I don't know if it would stay there until the spell expires, but first round, I would apply same rules as flying creatures. Subsequent rounds allow them an intelligence save to understand they could fly in the reverse. I think I'm gonna go with it's such an abrupt change in direction that flying creatures would be would get caught in it unless they have something to hang on to. Subsequent rounds, they would be able to use their flight to navigate normally. But I would probably. Yeah, I think initially I could see shooting them up. But I don't think that when the spell ends that they would drop necessarily all the way down to the ground.
Okay, but on the, let's say on subsequent turns, I'm holding concentration. It's their turn. Can they fly? Or are they floating on the top as the spell says?
No, they can. I would let them fly around. Because regular gravity still allows them to fly around. So reverse gravity, they would have to overcome. Like if they went a significant distance, they would have to use movement to get back into position.
Got it.
But I would have let them still move around like normal. Yes.
Cool. How high are the ceilings in Strahd's castle?
Let me get that for you.
Because I would like to deal 100 feet of fall damage to things.
There are places that like the tower that the heart is in that has like a straight shot up to the top. 100%. Let's see. Walls of Castle Ravenloft.
And what fall damage is how much again?
1d6 per 10 feet.
Got it. So at most it's gonna be 10d6 to get 100 feet. Okay. And also, this one that doesn't fly, it's 10d6 going up, and when I break concentration, going down as well.
Yes. Yeah, as long as it hits something on, it hits a solid surface
Ceiling,
on either
yeah.
end. Yep. How high are the ceilings? 30 foot wide. That doesn't say what the ceiling is. A few bats flutter around near the top of the 90-foot high domed ceiling in the chapel. There's not a standard height set. It looks like it changes from room to room.
So I'll just ask you if I'm ever casting it.
Yeah, that works. There's a stone trapdoor in the ceiling, 40 feet above. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And is this just straight effect, or is this people that you choose?
Oh, reverse gravity affects everything. And technically you don't get a saving throw, so I can't even careful spell it. Unless there's something to grab onto, you can't. But it would be pointed very specifically. You know what the funny thing is? That spell would have been very helpful for the kaiju.
Yeah, it would have been.
You're also
You're muted.
muted, Gawain, but I got the gist of what you're saying.
Damn. Yep.
Not only would it have gotten him out of the like, it would have made it so much easier to get out of his
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, because you would have been 100 feet
radius.
up, so you could get 20 feet further away, and we would have been fine. We would have held him there. There was nothing he could grab onto. So, to make the save anyway. And then we would have just pelted him from afar. And that would have been funny, because he would have just been a piñata.
We like
I would have been
pinatas.
very upset. Now, just
Not
it would have been it's a little bit more complicated, I think, simply because I rule diagonals as the same. So, if you are that basically means if you are 120 feet away from him on the X dimension, but only if you're 110 feet away from him on the X dimension, but 100 feet below him, well, no, you'll still be in the range. Even if he's 100 feet up, his radius is still. If he's 100 feet up and only 20 feet away from you on the X, you'd still have to go the full 120 feet in the X dimension as well.
I'm sure we would have figured it out, is basically my point. Because we could just go in and out of it anyway.
It would have made it a lot easier because he's 100 feet up in the air. And he wouldn't be doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, but he also wouldn't have been able to move, so that's like
Yeah.
the big thing.
You would have had him. He couldn't have moved. Yeah, because he can't swim through the air.
And he certainly wasn't a flyer.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Imagine if he
still
was. Good
upset
God.
that Riss literally believed that Gawain was romancing this kaiju, and rather than continuing the joke, someone had to ruin it and let them know.
You make one wrong assumption.
How was I supposed to know that they actually believed it? That was such an outlandish story.
Some people are into it, man.
I mean, Gawain likes.
Gawain is not a monster fucker, all right?
We don't know that, and we wouldn't.
I was
judge
about to say.
him.
I was about to say something so out of pocket.
He's a monster hunter fucker.
Nope.
I mean-
Nope. I mean, yes, but no.
See, now you have to say it, because I have to know now.
I mean, he was in a monster's
Don't
bosom.
hate me. I mean, I feel like it's not that far off because he like grows and shrinks.
He's a monster.
I mean, you have the option of just typing it out. Whatever.
No, that was the out of pocket thing. Like he gets bigger.
So, you know,
Not that big.
he likes big girls.
Yeah, I mean, he
Hey,
does get bigger.
hey,
He can
Ivor.
go up to large, but when something covers a 7x7 grid square, that's quite a big size.
To be fair,
Gawain
they
just
never
walking up to
started
Ivor
kaiju.
and just Gawain just walking up to Ivor and just being like, "Hey, buddy, I need a spell scroll of enlarge for no reason in particular."
And I still have the ring of spell scroll, spell storing. So, I mean, we can make it work.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It's great.
Oh my. Well, do you guys have an
Wait.
idea of where you're going, or do you want to take the week to sort of figure things out and nail down exactly what's next up on the to-do list?
Well, we definitely need to go get the cannon first.
Yeah,
Like,
we
that's
need to go get the
absolutely
photo.
thing needs to go. That needs to
Oh
happen.
yeah, that's easy enough to do. Strahd is incapacitated, so there's no major interruptions as you guys get that. Easy to do.
And I want my Matar back.
If
Yeah,
Matar's
we'll-
still
we'll
alive-
get back to
Are all of our mounts still alive?
Yes, because
he
as
kill
soon
them?
as you left, Strahd left,
Okay, cool.
thinking he knew where you were going.
Yeah, he
Yay.
thought.
Can we-
That is the smartest idea I've had all campaign, by the way. I would
You-
not one up that. Like,
You
No,
guys
we'd be
left
dead
his
without that
next
teleport.
turn. You guys teleported his next turn. He was like, "You can't get away from me." and then promptly realizes you got away from him.
Yeah. I think the smartest plan I came up with this entire game was the one I came up with today to get in here without any issues.
You know, not that you haven't had a lot of bangers, but I will admit this one was particularly potent.
It was a risk just to bring you up to speed. It was a combination of scrying and
yeah, I did hear. I
and
did hear
okay,
that. Yeah.
yes, scrying and teleport
Scrying,
to
scrying,
teleport.
sending, teleport. Yeah.
Oh
And
yes,
sending.
yes, and sending. It gives you some pinpoint locations. If you can see it, I can't imagine because the spell text says a point you determine, so it's a point. It's not an area.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking right at it in a scry, 100%.
Hmm.
We also established that see invisibility while scrying still works because a scry picks up all the information, like, oh, there's an invisible creature there, and it represents it as an invisible creature.
Mm-hmm.
In much the same way that white text in a Word doc is still there, but you just can't see it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I determined that's how that works. So if you have see invisibility up and you're scrying, you gain the benefits of see invisibility while scrying. All right. Well, that's as good a spot as any to call it for the evening. Well done, everyone. And we will figure out our heading at the top of next session. So you guys have a chance to pull yourselves together and gather your thoughts. But yeah, I'm proud of everyone. Congratulations on the level up. And we're in the end game now. Yay! So thank you to everyone who joined us, both live and on the VODs. This has been a great session. And by great session, I mean you guys did a great job with a mediocre dungeon that I did not realize was so mediocre. I have since become much better at making my own stuff. So I hope that things will continue to improve in the future. But enough self-flagellation. Thank you to everyone who joined us live and everyone who on the VODs, as I mentioned. If you're looking to jump either way to find our live streams or to find our videos after the fact, rpgstorytelling.com is going to be your best bet to figure out exactly where everything is. And while you're there, check out the whole site. It's pretty great. There's merch. There's web articles. There's all kinds of fun stuff that's constantly being updated. It'll also get you into the Discord. So you're up to date on everything Myths of Gaia, and not just Tales in the Mist. Or Trapped in the Mist, I should say. So, thank you very much for everyone for joining us. And always remember, you are the legend beyond the dragon's tail. Good night, everybody.